told a story about how I was seeing somebody and he went through heart failure. He ended up calling me at 5 a.m. in the morning. I took him to one of the best hospitals here in California, and how I will never, ever, ever speak to that man ever again. I feel like there's a good message in this. It's choose you, okay? Girly, choose you. So I took this man to the hospital. We are locked in, okay? 3 days in, I'm there for him, like before and after work. And the third day, I get woken up by the doctor, and the doctor's like, call his family. He is dying. And I called his mom, and she was like, I'll be there in a couple of days. And I begged her to come ASAP because he was dying. And the night before she came, his organs were failing, okay? He couldn't consent to a machine, and so I ended up actually consenting for him. He was asked by the doctors, who can consent for you for this machine? And this guy literally woke up, stared at me, pointed to me. Now, I was supportive through and through. I made sure that he got everything that he needed. I picked up his family from LAX, took them to the hospital, took them to their hotels. I did all of that. Now, he got this device called the Impella, and he was on it for 2 weeks while waiting for a heart, and he couldn't find a match. So when he couldn't find a match, he had to be on this device called an LVAD, okay? And if you don't know what that is, so an LVAD device is basically, he had open heart surgery, he had wires placed in his heart, then the wires were extended out from his abdomen, and they were connected to batteries, okay? And now for this class, somebody has to be there, okay? Somebody has to be for this class. And his mom was like, oh, yeah, I'll come with you tomorrow. So me and her were supposed to go together. And as I'm taking her back to her spot, she tells me, actually, I don't want to go. I'm too tired and I don't want to go anymore. I was shocked, but I should have known it then and there. I ended up going to the class all by myself, okay? To support him and to make sure that he was going to get out of the hospital a little sooner. Then I came to realize also, like, when he was in the hospital, like, he would only call me if he needed something. He never called me to say, hey, how are you, or anything like that. It just became, like, repetitive. But I just thought maybe he's in a really vulnerable state. So, like, maybe, you know. But it was 42 days that he was in the hospital. And I can't name one day that he asked me about my day. Not even one. And I know this sounds so, like, selfish of me to say. But honestly, like, he had no support. Like, his mom came and then she left. And then she came and she didn't even want to go to the class. Then she left. His brother came. And honestly, his brother asked me when we were out to dinner if it was okay or if he should go out partying and if he could, like, get... And I was just like...
Damn, don't nobody care about
it. It was his twin brother, too. So... after seeing his family dynamic, I was like, okay, I feel really bad for this guy, so let me just, you know, help him until he gets discharged from the hospital. And then the plan was that I was going to actually be his caregiver. Thank God I didn't go through with that. Thank you. I started to notice that the staff didn't really like him. Like, when I would walk in, they'd be like, hey, but I realized that he wasn't, like, taking certain pills. He wasn't listening. And I just thought maybe it's the frustration of staying in the hospital for so long. But no, it was the craziest thing ever.
Damn, his parents don't care about him now. His mama don't care. His brother don't care. They like, shit, let me go party. Shit, I know bro in there fucked up. Organs failing, but let me go. Yeah, mom's like, I don't want to go to the thing and everything. Like, that's crazy. But let's continue listening. Hold on.
Part 2 of how... the guy that I was dating went through heart failure and needed a heart transplant, and how I will never be speaking to him ever, ever, ever again. Learning that he wasn't wanting to take certain pills and wasn't following directions of the physician and the nurses was one thing. Learning that when I wasn't there, this man was ordering tacos, sushi, burritos into the hospital without his nurses knowing, and they would catch him and they would put that he was non-compliant. Now, the thing about being non-compliant while you're waiting for a heart transplant is that they bunk you down on the list. If you're not serious about your health, why should they be serious about you? I learned a lot more about the non-compliance after he was discharged from the hospital. He was in there for like about 42 days, okay? And the last couple of days, he really irked me, okay? And I kind of held on because I wanted to see the good in him. And also, like, when you see somebody almost dying on you, and then they come back to life, and then they're kind of like an a-hole, it kind of messes with you. So he had ordered a laptop to my house, okay? And during this time, I was like, okay, he's about to get discharged from the hospital. Let me just, go OT, working, trying to get my small business together, just doing all these things. Again, this guy, he would call me and he would only ask me for favors. And mind you not, we were dating. So the day that I came to surprise him with this laptop, okay, I came around like 8 o'clock and he was on the phone. Okay, he was surprised to see me. So he's on the phone, he's still talking, and he's like, hey, can you actually give me 10 minutes? Can you just wait on the waiting room? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. 10 minutes turns into 30 minutes, and I'm like, why am I still here? Like, why am I still out in the waiting room? Like, let me just text him. This dude asks me if he can get Doritos from the vending machine, okay? I'm frustrated, so I'm like, is that it? That's all you want? He's like, yep. So I come back into the room, and I'm just, like, staring at him. He's still on the phone. And he ends up being like, oh, hey, sorry, I gotta go. And he hangs up the phone, doesn't say a single word to me for the next 2 hours. And I'm sitting there next to him, okay? The only thing then this man says is, oh, it's 10 o'clock, time for sleep. And he turns up all the lights on me. I felt so disrespected. Like, I was gonna actually sleep over, and I literally ended up just leaving the hospital. Again, he was in the hospital for 42 days, okay? I was with him through and through. I literally supported him through everything, okay? I was his girl. He told the doctors that, okay? He would call his friends. He would be like, that's my girl, da-da-da, whatever. To treat me like that while I'm sitting there next to him, supporting him, doing things that nobody else would have done. Anybody else, girl, I know people would have ran away. Once they heard heart failure, heart transplant. So a couple days after that, he got discharged.
Definitely, they not sticking around no more. Those days is over.
And we went back to his place. And while we were there, the power shuts off. The device that he literally has to be plugged in, okay? When he went over to my place, something told me, girl, look at his phone. Who was he talking to? Girl, it was his ex. He was talking to his ex. Literally the next morning, I drop him off. And I drop him off with a plan in mind, okay? I was never going to speak to this man ever again. And he will never know it. When I tell you days went by and this man never contacted me, never really even wanted to call me or anything like that, his mom was the one to end up calling me because she was going back to Florida and she thought I was still going to be his caregiver. So I let her know, absolutely not. In the gentlest way, no, because your son is an a-hole and you need to be responsible for him. He actually ended up sending me this big old paragraph. I never responded to it. The best part is that he tried to call me after I had the phone conversation with his mom, and I declined his call the first time. The second time I picked up just to see what he was going to say, and all he was like, give me 2 seconds. And what I said was, you used me, you will never get to speak to me again. You need to listen to me. You used me, you will never get to speak to me again. You disrespected me, you will never get to speak to me again. And I ended the phone call. Why? Because I have enough self-respect and self-love for myself to know when to stop. And maybe I should have stopped a while ago, but I'm just glad that I didn't marry the guy or anything, you know? That would have been crazy. But yeah, choose you. Some people will literally take advantage of your kindness. And yeah, you can't save those who don't want to be saved. Also, his mom ended up calling me and trying to harass me and trying to scare me because I asked for family paid leave paperwork. Rotten fruit will eventually fall. That's all I'm going to really say. Oh, and one more thing. He was born ready, to be a loser, born ready to be a scammer, ooh, and born ready to be fake.
Oh shit, my boy had no respect. He didn't give a damn about nothing that she was doing for him. That's crazy though. I'm glad she did, you know what I'm saying? You don't really see him like that no more. Goddamn, she was around when the motherfucker was having a heart transplant. I thought she was about to tell us that. But then I was listening. I'm like, damn, no, you can't fake being sick like that and you in the hospital and they telling you that your organs failing. But shit, it didn't seem like he wanted to stick around and be alive anyway because he ain't doing what the doctor's telling him to do. And then his mama don't care, his brother don't care, for her to stick around for my boy. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? And he should have, you know what I'm saying? He should have treated her right. You know what I'm saying? He on the phone with his goddamn ex. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. It's your boy Ray, Big Play Ray. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation here. I think she did the right thing. She helped him out. Boom. I'm out of here now. You know what I'm saying? You'll never speak to me again. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. It's your boy Ray, Big Play Ray. Peace.